the beautiful woman President Liu, billion men in the world want to marry. At this moment, I am drunk and undressed, lying on my bed, but I am not happy at all, just because I am Ruyang Liu. White Moonlight's carefully selected exclusive substitute. Take good care of his girlfriend while he is abroad. Signed a 3-year standing service. But today, there are only 2 days left until my service expires. I can't think of anything. How can I leave Ruyang Liu's world quietly? I had a smile on my face. Ask Liu Ruyang, the White Moonlight that has just returned home. Mr. Shen, are you sure you want to terminate the standing service? Shen Nian looked up at me lazily. Sure, I chuckled as I watched him finish signing the contract. Mr. Shen, please rest assured, I will complete all handovers within 2 days. Vanish completely from Miss Ruyang Liu's world. Shen Nian nodded in satisfaction. He examines. Sweep, I have a very similar outfit and makeup to him. You've been great for the last 3 years. After you disappear, I will give you a 5-star review. I left and got up. Shen Nian held me down. Remember, what I want is for you to disappear completely in front of Liu Ruyang. Come out of the cafe. It's already dark. I went back to the Spring River Villa. Hands up, lights up. The living room is empty. The phone is still lying. Liu Ruyang sent a text message 3 hours ago. I can't sleep by myself tonight. And I was so relieved. I was Ruyang Liu's double for 3 years. Before Shen Nian went abroad, worried about Ruyang Liu who loves her like her life, will be stolen by another man. Come to our service center. Booked 3 years of standing service. Just you. He picked me out of over 100 million. We signed a 3-year standing contract. It took me another month. Quickly learn his outfit and makeup, and the little habits in life. Make sure to appear in Liu Ruyang. In front of you is Shen Nian version 2.0. At first Ruyang Liu was very hard on me. He said I was following suit. I learned Shen Nian's outfit and makeup. Can't learn from her little bird. But she really loves Shen Nian and can't extricate herself. Even though I know I'm a fake. When I dress up as Shen Nian, when he first appeared in front of her, she took me home without hesitation. That night she got herself drunk, hugging me again half asleep, stared at me hard. Shen Nian, why did you abandon me? His fierce kisses fell with the wind and rain. I tried my best to endure the long absence. Frowns furrowed and loosened. Wake up the next day. Ruyang Liu supported her arm, squinting at me. What's your name? Jibo answered me honestly. Ruyang Liu silently forgot many of my words. Seems to be revealing. Look at the White Moonlight that ruthlessly abandoned him and went abroad. Shen Nian. Just when I thought a century had passed, Ruyang Liu said coldly, you can live here after Jibo answers. Be my boyfriend. Then I learned what Shen Nian gave me. Persuade him to smoke less. Persuade him not to drink. Persuade him to go home early. Every time, Ruyang Liu frowned impatiently. A standing is so long-winded. I'm not angry either. Just keep doing this every day. Even after Ruyang Liu emphasized it many times. Don't give him a blessing when it rains. I still insist on sending it. I get scolded by him every time. When delivered to the Zhou's time, Ruyang Liu did not refuse. He looked back at Jibo seriously. Answered, you don't like me, do you? Ruyang Liu's family has a great career. Networks are even more intertwined. The reason why I was able to move into Changjian Villa smoothly, it is because Liu Ruyang investigated it clearly early in the morning. He knew that I was a substitute hired by Shen Nian. I am also happy to play this game with Shen Nian. Of course I'd rather have money than be a fool. Hear him ask the question. At that time, I just skillfully showed Shen Nian's smile. Ruyang Liu, I always liked you. Lazy Liu Ruyang lost interest in an instant. A person walks away with an umbrella. Leave me alone in the rainstorm. Now my thoughts come back. I stared blankly at the Changjian Villa where I lived for 10 years. I'm not confused in my heart. This didn't belong to me. Now the contract period is up. I should go back to where I belong. The temple hurts badly. I took off my coat and went to the bathroom to take a shower. Take off the makeup on your face, by the way, as a substitute for the past 3 years. As long as you appear in front of Liu Ruyan, I have to keep my makeup impeccable, because only wearing the exact same makeup as Shanayan, it's all her shadow. Once removed, it's not like. Fortunately, Ruyan Liu won't come back tonight. I can be myself for a while. I just blow-dried my hair, getting ready for bed. Suddenly there was the sound of parking downstairs. I suddenly sat up cleverly. Why did Liu Ruyan come back? It's still down outside. Every time Liu Ruyan gets off the bus and walks to the villa, there is a distance that requires me to deliver an umbrella. I almost reflexively picked up the umbrella and rushed out. As soon as he ran to the living room, he looked at Liu Ruyan. His gaze rested on my face for a few seconds. Suddenly, softly, "What are you doing? Come and help me get it." Oh, I bent over right away. Go and help him carry those big and small bags in his hand. See those things? My eyes lit up. Ruyan Liu, didn't you say you wouldn't come back tonight and buy so many cakes and candies? Why are you so sweet lately? He didn't look up. Cooperation cancelled. No need to continue traveling. Just came back to accompany you. He raised his finger and pointed to the pile of candied house and various smooth cakes. They're all for you. My eyes lit up. How did you know I like these? And I covered my mouth. Shanayan is a master of body management. He hates carbohydrates. Cake, candied house, these sugary things. Won't touch a bite, but only I like it. I prayed to myself in my heart. What Ruyan Liu didn't hear just now. The next second he spoke. Last time I saw you, sneakily ran to the store to buy candied house, like a thief. Ruyan Liu had no expression on her face, and he opened the cake box for me, removed the outer packaging of the candied gourd, then handed it to me. If you want to eat in the future, tell Shangma, let him buy it. The store is not clean. I just feel like my heart is missing a roll. Remember that time? Ruyan Liu is taking a nap in the bedroom. The sound of candied house came from outside the villa. I've been living too hard, sweet since childhood, sneaking out to buy. I didn't expect to be seen by Liu Ruyan. No wonder since then, there will be more desserts and pastries at home for no reason. I'm smug. Liu Ruyan refuses to eat. The sweet ones ended up in my stomach. It turned out that Ruyan Liu had already discovered it. Unfortunately, I have to leave in 6 days. I took a bite of the candied gourd. I just feel a little bitter, sour and astringent. Ruyan Liu supported her head with one hand, staring at me with interest. Put the candied gourd in your mouth. A faint smile hung on the corner of his lips. Jibota finally sees you without makeup, so you look like this. Ruyan Liu had a smile in her tone, and I freeze. I forgot my makeup. I threw down the candied gourd, covering his face and running to the bathroom, but was grabbed by a white and tender hand. Jibota doesn't need to wear makeup anymore. Anyway, what you learn from Shanayan is not like. I stood there. I suddenly remembered the time a few months ago. Ruyan Liu suddenly ordered me to take off my makeup. I didn't hear you. Suddenly look up. What? She's staring at me. Let me see what you look like without makeup. I absolutely refuse to agree. That's my professional service. Since outside the scope. After all, get money, work for people. I have to wear makeup all the time. Appeared beside Liu Ruyan, in order to serve as a substitute for the employer's constant reminder. But now, Ruyan Liu turned and left without saying anything, like it makes no difference whether I wear makeup or not. Come to sleep. Ruyan Liu changed into her pajamas. Lying in bed, lift the quilt. Open your arms to me. The expression on her face is natural, but I don't know when it will start. We get along like a normal couple. Every night, she had to hide in my arms to fall asleep, but thinking that I will leave sooner or later, I refuse to go over. Ruyan Liu, I am not very sleepy now. Ruyan Liu looked at me doubtfully. Then don't sleep. Come and hug me to sleep. I'm still standing there dawdling. Liu Ruyan lost her patience. Frowning, Jibo replied that you can't come over. I picked up the pillow next to me, escaped in a panic. I'll sleep in the guest room. Liu Ruyan really didn't chase after her. Lying in a dark room, I close my eyes but I can't sleep. My mind is full of fantasies about being separated from Liu Ruyan. Quit after all. Although I have been a substitute for the past 10 years, I always remind myself not to be tempted by the clients I serve. But people are not plants and trees. Have a dog and have feelings, let alone a living woman. I have to find a good excuse to leave these days. Wake up, dazed and stretched. The next second, he was held in his arms. Suddenly open your eyes. I just found out that I actually went back to the bedroom in the middle of the night. Ruyan Liu hugged her from behind. My waist would fall on my lap. He is still asleep, but subconsciously kissed the back of my neck. Hey, don't move. I turned around in anger. At a glance, I saw Liu Ruyan's sleeping face, suddenly out of breath. No wonder Shanayan is willing to spend 15 million to find a substitute. Want me to use money like this? I'm also afraid that such a beautiful beauty will be snatched away. But he's not me after all. When Xiaoran, 10 days passed again. My crazy strategy. Is there any unobtrusive way to disappear? Missing tourism, trafficking without saying goodbye. In the end, I didn't decide on a suitable plan. There are only 3 days left. Shanayan called and urged me several times. Jiboda has 3 more days left. You have to hurry. If within the remaining 10 days, I haven't been able to disappear from Liu Ruyan's world, you will have to pay high liquidated damages. How can I afford liquidated damages? I ingratiate myself. Mr. Shen, don't worry. I promise to disappear far away in 3 days. After hanging up the phone, I grit my teeth. Bought a plane ticket in 2 days. Goodbye, Liu Ruyan. I looked out the window in disappointment. In the alley next door, a woman is begging on the street with a child. Almost instinctively, I ran out in the rain, handed the woman an umbrella, and she started crying, holding the baby and kowtowing to me. Thank you, she said her husband was sick. They're very expensive. The family's house has also been sold. It's all empty, still not enough to pay for medical expenses. So I can only hold the child and beg here. Want to use this undignified way, raise more medical expenses. My eyes are red, remembering my grandmother who was seriously ill in bed. Hastily pick her up. I believe everything will pass. I scanned the code, transfer money to her, give him $2,000 in the balance. It wasn't much. Hope it helps you. It's not raining much, but enough to wet people's clothes. The woman held the child for an unknown amount of time. The clothes on my body are already soaked, and I looked at him, holding an umbrella and leaving with the child. I can't help but get red eyes. Go back, put an umbrella over my head. I turned back to face Liu Ruyan with the smiling eyes. No to send me an umbrella every time. I'm a fool. Came in the rain. Ruyan Liu took my hand. Take me to Changjian Villa with an umbrella. I didn't expect my little boyfriend to be so kind-hearted. I can't see others suffer. The rain is getting heavier. I could clearly feel the umbrella tilting towards me. Ruyan Liu's other shoulder was already half wet. I suddenly remembered. When I first gave him an umbrella, Liu Ruyan just let me get caught in the rain. He punished me in this way, as if punishing him for abandoning his mission. Then he would tilt for me every time he held an umbrella. I was looking at Liu Ruyan. He began to forgive Shanayan. Still like me, I didn't ask that, because it is most likely the former. Shanayan has returned to China a few days ago. I was on Ruyan Liu's phone just now. I saw his message. Ruyan Liu, I'm back home. The previous group of friends helped me get a return page. I sent you the address. Hope you can come tonight. Ruyan Liu did not reply, but I was absent-minded for a long time with my phone in my hand. Now the Lord is back. I should have made a good match, then disappear perfectly. dear, take a look at your phone. You were helpful just now. Definitely no pocket money. Your girlfriend will make it up for you. I picked up my phone and looked. It's Ruyang Liu 50万 transfer. He knows I love money. In the past 3 years, transfer money to me every time. I will take it very seriously. Then send a thank you boss emoji. But this time I didn't take it. While Ruyang Liu was taking a bath, I refunded the transfer to her. Wait until he comes out of the shower. I thoughtfully helped him prepare his coat. I also ironed it carefully. What are you doing with your coat? I looked up and smiled. Aren't you going out tonight? I'll prepare it for you in advance. Liu Ruyan, you didn't say anyone. I'm going out. I can't say I accidentally picked at his phone, can I? The white moonlight who loves to the core finally returns home. I thought Ruyang Liu would definitely go to the banquet tonight, and he wasn't in a hurry. Instead, accompany me to the supermarket. Shen Nian sent me a message to Jiboda. What are you doing? Are you pestering Liu Ruyan? I warn you, no matter what method you use tonight, I have to let Liu Ruyan come to my return banquet. Otherwise, be careful, you will pay liquidated damages. And I got really anxious. Why don't you continue shopping in the supermarket? I thought of various ways. I just want Ruyang Liu to go to the banquet quickly. All I had to do was drag him to the hotel. Even though I persuaded him to go to the appointment, Liu Ruyang was unmoved. I'm about to cry when I see me, Ruyang Liu said unhappily. You want me to meet another man so bad? Question marks in my head. How could it be another man? Is that your white moonlight ex-boyfriend? I continued to persuade him. You forgot that Shen Nian broke up with you at the beginning, when going abroad, who made a fuss about jumping off a building to die for love. He is so handsome and rich. If at the party tonight, it was stolen by another woman, it's too late for you to regret. Ruyang Liu smiled well when she was angry. Jiboda, you are very good. He had a cold face. Put on your coat, pick up the car keys, turn around and walk out. Walked a few steps, looking back at Jibo coldly. The answer is that you pushed me to another man. Don't regret it. Ruyang Liu's figure disappeared from the door. I'm confused. What is another man? Haven't I always been Shen Nian standing? It has always been a shadow of Shen Nian. Liu Ruyang didn't come back all night. 12 a.m. I saw Shen Nian send the moments. Slowly click on that picture. I saw the homecoming banquet. Ruyang Liu was expressionlessly cutting the cake. Shen Nian sat next to him, staring at him affectionately. 3 years later, he still loves me. I smiled. Turn off your phone and go to sleep. But sleepless night. Liu Ruyang came back the next morning. He smelled of alcohol. Come hug me, kiss me. I frowned and pushed him away. Why are you pushing me away? Ruyang Liu looked drunk. Drunk looks soft. My heart is sour. Just now, I saw the bright red hickey on his neck. It's not what I left behind. Maybe at Shen Nian's return banquet last night, their relationship has been repaired. Right. I got up with a fake smile. Are you drunk? I'm going to prepare the canteen soup for you. Liu Ruyang slept all morning. Wait until noon to call him up for dinner. Ruyang Liu's cell phone rang again. He hesitated for a few seconds to connect. Shen Nian's anxious voice quickly came from the opposite side. Liu Ruyang, come and save me. I had just been in a car accident. Accidentally rear-ended. Ruyang Liu's face changed slightly. I'll be right there. I breathed a sigh of relief. Ruyang Liu just left. I took a taxi on the back foot and headed to the airport. I was in a cab, passing through the scene of a car accident. I saw Ruyang Liu through the car window, painfully protect Shen Nian behind him. The other party communicates compensation. I just waved at them. Goodbye, Ruyang Liu. We will live forever. Liu Ruyang returned to Changjian Villa at 6 p.m. He referred the accident scene to the insurance company. Someone sent Shen Nian back again. Shen Nian held on to his arm. Ruyang Liu, don't leave me. Ruyang Liu's face was cold, no expression. One by one, Shen Nian's fingers were broken off. Sorry, my boyfriend is still waiting for me at home. He is timid. It's getting dark and you need someone to accompany you. Ruyan Liu saw a cake shop not far away, so I bought 2 boxes of strawberry cakes. Shen Nian frowned. Liu Ruyan, you know I don't eat these. He's not finished yet. She was interrupted by Ruyan Liu. It's not for you. The watch on Shen Nian's face. The love suddenly solidified. Ruyan Liu looked at the cake in her hand. A little more laughter. It's for my boyfriend. He loves to eat. Ruyan Liu carried the cake back to Changjian Villa. It's never been quieter inside. Ruyan Liu only felt her heart skip a beat. Jiboda, but he went through the whole villa. Never found me again. He went crazy and went to the kitchen to ask the nanny Zhengma. Jiboda. Zhengma looked up. Miss Dao. Mr. Ji went out with his suitcase at noon today. He hasn't come back yet. Ruyan Liu's face changed greatly. Pardon me, suitcase. Liu Ruyan is completely crazy now. He turned the whole Changjian Villa upside down. Stand that I couldn't find my figure. In the past 3 years, since I moved into Changjian Villa, never went far, never took a suitcase. Ruyan Liu has long adapted to my existence. I never imagined that one day, I actually left too. He called me like crazy. Without exception, the prompt is blocked. Texting me like crazy again. The result is also sinking into the sea. Jiboda, what the hell are you doing? Ruyan Liu's eyes were red. He suddenly thought of something. Call the assistant. Investigate. When does Jiboda's contract expire? Liu Ruyan, since 3 years ago. Just know, I am a professional substitute bought by Shen Dian from the service. Last time he wanted the assistant to renew the fee. As a result, the assistant looked embarrassed. Mr. Liu's service office said, if you want to renew, the employer must also renew the fee. But Jiboda's employer is Mr. Shen Nian. And then it was over. Now I find that I left without saying goodbye. Liu Ruyan suspected that it was a contract issue. After the assistant's investigation, immediately call Liu Ruyan. Mr. Liu found out about Jiboda's 3-year contract term. It just happens to be due today. Ruyan Liu only felt her brain buzz. Say what? He was sitting on the sofa without strength, looking around at the familiar scene of Changjian Villa. The joyous memories of the past are still as clear as yesterday, but the person is gone. Jiboda, you are very good. Ruyan Liu clenched her fists tightly. 3 years together. Do you really have no nostalgia for me? Liu Ruyan smashed the phone in smoke. Swear you won't talk to me anymore. But 5 minutes later, he picked up the car keys. I drove all the way to the service center. I'm looking for your leader. Kimberdana Leeds. Sister Hua thought she had a big customer. Ran out to greet you with a smile. This lady. Hello, I am the leader of the service center. We have tailor-made stand-ins here. Are you looking for a stand-in service? Ruyan Liu looked up coldly. Dry eyelids. I'm looking for Jiboda. Baji suddenly looked embarrassed. Whoops, that's not a coincidence. This young man Jiboda, he quit his job and left us a few days ago. Other handsome guys have it too. Do you want to change another one? Ruyan Liu didn't believe it at all. I thought he was a shirk. I just want Jiboda. Ruyan Liu broke in with her bodyguards. They even turned the service center upside down, but still haven't found my deposit. Sister Hua screamed with a headache. This lady, what the hell are you trying to do? I told you, Jiboda resigned 3 days ago. He should have returned to his hometown by now. Are you chasing him or have a grudge against him? Ruyan Liu stopped her movements. Look up in shock and tell me, where is Jiboda's hometown? Out of the airport. This is no longer a skyscraper. It's the familiar small town full of fireworks. I leave according to the contract term. 2 hours later, Shimi alien balance of the 3-year standing contract. It was credited to my account on time. Shen Nian also heard that I disappeared. I am satisfied with my performance. Take this money and go. Don't go back to Yangquan in the future. And I was so relieved. As soon as I got out of the airport, I took a taxi to the hospital. Didn't come back for 3 years. When I saw my grandmother lying in the ward, my eyes turned red. Granny struggled to lift her head from the hospital bed, staring at me for a while. Just recognized me, immediately excited. It's my Arbor. When I came back, I hugged my grandmother and cried. Yes, Grandma, I'm back. I haven't come back for the past 10 years. I hired countless escorts, let them take care of Grandma, and I send them a lot of money on a regular basis. I just hope they can take care of their own Grandma. Treat him well, but I know Grandma has always missed me. He nags every day about when I can come back to see him. These 3 years, the reason why I came to the service to do standing work, it's because I'm short of money, desperately short of money. The grandmother who raised me needs surgery. The doctor said she was too old. We need better doctors to do this. That means higher medical bills. If you stay in a small town to take care of your milk, I can't make enough money for those medical bills in my life. They went for broke. Fortunately, Sister Hua at the service center took a fancy to me at a glance. He thought I was good looking. There are connections. I know Shen Nian is going abroad. There is a search for a professional substitute, and he brought me in. Shen Nian is very rich. He is a rich young man who is pampered and not short of money. The day you picked me, he called me immediately 5,000,000, said it was just a deposit. After completing the 3-year replacement contract, another 10,000,000 will be credited to my account. No one has a problem with money, even if it means I was completely reduced to someone else's stand-in. In the past 3 years, neighbors in town can't see me, but I only know that I have been making a lot of money one after another. They talk behind their backs, said I was selling myself outside. Money earned, they're all dirty, but I just pretended I didn't hear it, because compared to Grandma's life, dignity is nothing. I've made enough money. I will stay by your side from now on, never leave you again. Grandma held my hand and laughed until she cried. Okay, my good grandson. After coming back, although I still think of Liu Ruyang from time to time, half asleep and half awake, subconsciously reach out and hug her next to you, but I felt empty. I wake up feeling lonely. It's like I also have a breakup withdrawal reaction. Realize this, I can't help but smile wryly. What are you thinking? Jiboda, obviously you are just a stand-in. It's not yours. Don't think so much. I used the 10,000,000 million to pay for the rest of Grandma's medical bills. There's some left. I bought another small house in the county seat. Enough for me and my grandma. I don't want to be in love for the rest of my life. I just want to take good care of Grandma, live this life. It's just that I never thought of it. 2 months later, I actually saw Ruyang Liu again. When Ruyang Liu appeared in a small town, I thought I was dreaming. Knocked himself on the head, rubbing his eyes again. Jibo replied that you are crazy about women. This is not Yangchen. Liu Ruyang is a domineering president like a big lady. How could it come to such a remote place? But I rubbed my eyes. The illusion in front of me has not disappeared. Ruyang Liu walked towards me step by step. He stared at me affectionately, eyes full of grievances. Jiboda, why are you so heartless? Just left without saying a word. Are you trying to piss me off? Come to my senses. Only then did he realize that what was in front of him was a living Liu Ruyang. He really came to the small town. I stared at him blankly. He opened his mouth. In the end nothing was said. Ruyang Liu did not mind. He came up and rubbed my hair dotingly. Look at you, embarrassed to death. Come on, follow me. Ruyang Liu took my hand and was about to leave, as if we just got out of a fight. Like a troubled little couple, I stood there and refused to move. Went right out of his hand. Miss Liu, you have the wrong person. I'm not your boyfriend. Ruyang Liu's footsteps stopped. Come back slowly. The smile on his face faded little by little. He sneered. Come up and ask me what you said.